Okay, so the NFL may allow an extra team into the playoffs, beginning this year, actually. Right now, they voted on it. The owners, I guess, are going that way. They have to see whether the players are interested. From what I've read, it seems like there might be interest on the players' part as well. So we have to wait and see. But the question is, does that benefit the Cleveland Browns? Well, in the last 10 years, it wouldn't have. The Browns, if you would have had an extra playoff spot, the Browns would not have made the playoffs in the last 10 years. In fact, since they came back, 2007 is the only year that it would have made a difference. In 2007, you remember the Browns were 10-6. I know, kind of hard to remember that, right? And they lost the tiebreaker to the Steelers for the playoffs. And I still remember sitting and watching the Colts play the Tennessee Titans. The Colts needed to win, and they would have. I mean, Manning was at top of his game. There was no way they were going to lose, except for the fact that Indianapolis had nowhere to go. They had no reason to play the last game of the season, so they played like the first quarter. Then they took Manning out, and I remember, walking to the refrigerator, grabbing a beer. It's like, this ain't happening, and it didn't. The Titans won. So, will it make a difference this year? I mean, I'm not. I'm still. I'm looking at the Browns and thinking that there's a good chance that they could be. They're going to be a better team this year, I think. Stefanski over Kitchens, that just seems to be a no-brainer. But does that mean anything to us, or does it mean the Steelers get an extra spot or something? Because the fact is, in the last 10 years, the Steelers would have been in the playoffs 4 more times had they been the extra playoff spot. Now, I don't know about you. I root 2 things. I root for the Browns to get to the playoffs, which doesn't happen. Once they're no longer in the playoffs, I root for the Steelers to either not make the playoffs or get bounced out. I mean, I've had too many times I've had to root for the Patriots because I knew they were going to be the ones that bounced the Steelers out. So it probably gives them an advantage. They missed last year by they were the last team out. So I don't know. I guess we wait and see. I guess it can't hurt. There's a possibility. Maybe it gives the Browns a possibility of slipping into the playoffs. How about we get to a 500 season first before we start talking about playoffs, and then see what happens after that. So I don't know. My feelings on it are whatever. 17 games. I really don't even have a thought one way or the other on playing 17 games. I really don't. It doesn't make any difference. So let's see what happens. Does it benefit us, or does it benefit the Steelers? Okay. Anyway, I'm looking forward to the season, but I'm not going crazy about it like last year. I really couldn't wait for the summer to end. But let's sit back this year and just relax, see what happens. And going into the season, I have a feeling the Browns are going to be a better team. They have to be a better team. Kitchens isn't coaching. But we'll see what happens and everything. And all I can say is go Browns.